everybody. Welcome to another spooky Elevation game stream. Today, we're going to be streaming Mysterium. A classic, as I understand it. It's been around for a hot minute. It's a very popular spooky game. And I am going to be playing the Ghost.
And I am going to be playing two characters I have no idea about. They are pink and they are yellow.
Wendy is playing Psychics.
I am playing Psychics.
Yes. So that is the conceit of this game, and we're playing a two-player variant, specifically, for obvious reasons. But
yes.
as I go through this and explain how to play to Wendy and the rest of you, I'll talk about the pieces that we're not using that would get used in a full game. So, that is the conceit. Wendy and everyone else, if we had a whole group here, would be playing Psychics, going up to Mysterium Manor to try and solve a murder.
Is that what this is?
Yes. Someone has been murdered. You are Psychics going up there to try and figure out who done it.
Ooh.
One player, that would be me in this case, is playing the Ghost of said murdered person. And I'm going to be sending dreams and visions to the Psychics that they will attempt to interpret in order to figure out, very much like Clue, who did it, where they did it, and what they did it with.
Okay, so are you essentially functioning as a GM then?
Kind of. Although, the Ghost is playing their own game here, which I think is probably what makes this so fun. Because I also am trying... It's cooperative. As the Ghost, I want the Psychics to figure out who the murderer is.
Okay.
And so, very much like... I think I told you it was like spooky code words, it seemed to me. I am trying to give you clues that will lead you along the right path.
Oh boy. Okay.
So, to start with, we have...
Nothing points out our different communication styles better than code names.
Well, in this case, we're not even words, babe, just pictures. So we start out with 3 decks here for the Psychics. You've got a location deck. You've got a suspect deck. And an item deck.
Who's this guy here?
You also have a deck of cards for the Ghost. They have the blue back. And these are in order, and it's very important that these do not get shuffled. You want to keep them in order because what you're going to do at the start of the game, all of the Psychic decks here have been shuffled, and Wendy has gone ahead and drawn 4 suspects. And then we have gone through the Ghost deck here, and I have drawn the cards with the same numbers on the back.
So can I show who my suspects are? Okay, so we have some kind of investigator.
Mm-hmm.
Who is redheaded with a mustache. We have a redheaded with a mustache, looks like a constable maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh! We have a magician with this fabulous goatee and Bozo the Clown hair.
Uh-huh.
And some great brows. And then perhaps a scientist or a doctor maybe with the same kind of gnarly beard, brows, and kooky hair. Great. Are they all supposed to look the same?
No, you just got very lucky.
Is that lucky? I don't think it is, if you're going to have to describe them to me.
No. Okay, sorry, I'm just checking one thing here. I want to make sure we don't have to draw another set of 4 for your other Psychic, but no, it was just 4. Okay, so...
Okie dokie.
What you want to do is take those 4 folks and place them face up above this.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 4 matching ghost cards, and these are literally the exact same cards. They're just smaller. I'm going to shuffle them up, and I'm going to draw 2 off the top, because we got 2 investigators here. And those are the suspects that I want Wendy to correctly identify for each investigator. And so I've got a little screen here that you guys can see.
Let me switch back over here so you can see maybe a little bit better. Why don't you... Here, I'll close my eyes so that I can't see what it looks like, but why don't you flip that around and show what it looks like here?
Yeah, so...
Because it's actually really rad.
Well, I mean, you can see it empty.
Okay.
But this is what it looks like on the inside.
It looks like a project you would do in high school.
Yeah. And basically, I'm going to be putting a suspect card, location card, and item card for each of Wendy's 2 investigators here, and that way I know who I'm trying to get her to guess when I give her clues.
How many players is this up to? 6?
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 technically, because 1 will be the ghost.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this one goes here, and this one goes here. Alright.
So can we go ahead and talk about this piece? Because we're not playing with it, I would really like to get it out of the way.
Yeah, so, when I am giving you clues and you're guessing, basically you guess by taking your little marker here and placing it on your choice, right?
Okay. And we've got markers based on the colors of the sidekicks that I have.
Yes.
So yellow and pink.
Yeah. If we were playing with more people, everyone would also have these little markers right here. You have some that have an X on them and some that have a check. And you basically can sort of gamble as you go. So, like, on your turn, you're going to guess, maybe you guess this guy based on the clues I give you, right? Mm-hmm. And then when it's the next person's turn, let's say they guess this. You can see their clues. So you can also guess by taking one of these markers and saying, oh, I think they're wrong.
Okay.
Or put a check and say, oh, I think they've guessed the right person. And if you guess correctly with one of these, you get to move those markers along the clairvoyancy track there.
Ooh.
And if you get it all the way across, at the end, there's going to be sort of a lightning round. And that's going to determine how many cards you get to see based on how far along that track you're in.
Okay.
Since we're doing 2 players, we're not going to use this, and we're not going to use the track. You just get to see all 3 cards at the end.
Oh, nice. Okay. So here, let me... And this is in 2 pieces, so I'm going to hand it over to you so that it doesn't fall apart. That way we can just kind of give a little bit more space to what we're playing with here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not feel so crowded.
And actually, you can go ahead and give me those suspect cards if you want. We won't need those
These?
anymore. Yeah.
These, okay.
Oh, no, these.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Yeah.
If you hear what sounds a little bit like a buzzing in the background, our wolf dog is asleep under the table and she is sawing some lawns. So, spooky season, there is a spooky snore coming from under the table. Do these have to be on top?
They don't.
Okay, I'm gonna just save this and put this over here in that case.
That's how they're laid out in the instruction book, but they certainly don't.
Okay, and these are shuffled?
They should be, although that one needs to be face down, obviously.
Okay, I'm gonna shuffle these a couple more times. You know how it is when you open up a brand new deck of cards. That was not a good shuffle at all. Like, let me shuffle. Okay. Okay. And these are supposed to be in order.
No.
Oh, they're also shuffled?
Mm-hmm. All of these are shuffled. Only the ghost deck stays in order.
Okay, so what is our first move here?
We
Ghost of Mystery Manor.
We have to finish drawing these first. So
Okay.
You're gonna draw 4 locations.
And that's what these are.
Mm-hmm. And then you draw 4 items.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pick 36. If yours are in order, so here 20, 27, 36, and 35. That was not in order. I'm sorry. The 35 snuck up on me. And then are the rest of these coming off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna set them over there. So can I set these up here?
Yes, you can.
Ooh, okay, so there is a swimming pool, kind of a spooky looking swimming pool.
You said 35 and 36?
Yes, I did. Okay, location 20 is a spooky attic. Why is the attic always spooky? 27 is a kid's room.
Is inherently creepy.
With some dolls. And then 35 is, it looks like a pantry or like some kind of food storage room. We've got some hanging hams, some bags of veg. Okay.
Okay. Now do the same thing for the items.
That's this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 40, 48, 37, and 51. Can I look at these?
Yep.
They go here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
40, 48.
37, 40, 48, and 51. Okay, so 37 is a dinglehopper. A blood red dinglehopper. 40 is a scary hammer with a spike on the back. It's kind of hard to see these guys. 48 is some kind of garden shearing device. Do you know what that is, Jeremy?
I can't. Yeah, shears of some kind.
Yikes. Gardener tools. You know, I feel like there should be more horror movies about gardener tools. And then a stool is our last item. How do you murder somebody with a stool? You kick it out from underneath them?
Yeah, sure. Knock him over the head. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are set up. So.
Do my sidekicks have names?
They do. But the instruction book is buried now.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll Google them.
Oh boy. Okay.
What?
Okay, so at this point, I have a deck of vision cards back here. These giant tarot-looking cards, and I'm going to draw up to 7 of these. Full hand is 7 every round, and then I have to look at these and decide which ones to give to each investigator to try and clue them in on what they should pick. So we start with the 4 suspects. You identify the suspect, then you identify the place, then you identify the item. And we have 7 hours, that's what this clock is, to do it.
That's so the time in white.
Mm-hmm. So every time that's going to tick down one.
Okay.
So this game literally can only last 7 rounds. Otherwise, if that ticks all the way down, and our psychics have not collected their 3 clues, we lose.
Okay. So I think that there may actually be a good opportunity to make a little thing that has the names of the characters that can go in there, just like a little cheat reference.
Okay. Yeah.
From when I googled it, like the first 2 pages of Google search results were people complaining about the fact that there's nowhere to keep up with their names, and so they just say the yellows.
Oh, they must have heard that when they came out with this edition, because there's a whole page in the front that has a dossier on each one of these people.
But does it go into your thing here?
It does not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, in this, okay.
Yeah, and for these guys, because like they'll just say like pasta blue, pasta yellow, and so this is Psychic Sylvia Yellow.
Okay.
And this is Psychic Sylvia Pink.
Okay. I will say, and we're gonna,
because there's a lot of role playing in this apparently.
There can be, sure.
Okay.
We are going to do a full review of this once we've played through it, but I will say the instruction booklet is terrible.
Oh.
So
lovely.
If you are thinking about getting it, the game is actually quite simple. It's not that difficult. The instruction booklet makes it seem like algebra. I suggest either watching this humbly, or doing what I did, which is going and finding an old video from Shut Up and Sit Down, where they teach the game.
Okay.
Because Quinn's teaches this in about 10 minutes, in a much clearer way than the instruction booklet does.
I feel like that's like his love language.
Yeah.
We love those Shut Up and Sit Down guys.
But, okay, so,
is it time to start?
yes.
What's the timer for?
The timer is optional. I could give you clues and then say you have this long to pick, but I know my wife, and we are not going to use that timer.
Okay. So just so the folks watching this know, whether it be from neurodivergence or just high-strungeness, who am I to say? You bring a timer out and I lose my ever-loving mind and lose the ability to speak and think properly. So we'll leave the timer out. Thank you.
Also,
I saw it when I was unpacking the box and was like, oh no. Oh, this is not going to go well. Okay. But if that's what it's for, then all good.
When I say I know my wife, I also know that you don't need a timer to push you to make a decision. You'll make a decision.
Yes. That as well. All right, let's get going.
Okay, so technically, as the ghost, from this point forward, I'm not allowed to talk.
Oh, okay. I'll miss you. The good thing is I talk enough for both of us.
Once we have gone through both of these and you have picked who you think it is, then you will ask the spirits if you were correct.
Was that a clue when you said
no?
That?
No.
And then just waved? Okay.
Was it
okay. He said no.
When you ask the spirits if you were correct, one knock means yes, 2 knocks means no.
Okay. Okay. How are you gonna give me clues?
I'm gonna hand you these cards.
Oh, okay.
That you will then need to interpret. I also, if I have a handful of cards that I don't think are helpful, once each round I can use one of these ravens to discard my cards from my hand and redraw back up to 7.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna do with a few of these.
Can I just make like preliminary guess on all of the things?
Sure.
If it's right, can we go get ice cream as a prize?
Sure.
So just going with my gut, I'm gonna say this. Okay. These are the hints for the person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I look at these, and these are hints that are gonna tell Sylvia Yellow who to pick. You're not knocking. One knock for no. So no, I'm not supposed to use this? Okay. 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 That's what Psychic Sylvia Yellow thinks. Are they different for different people?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they each have a different person
Okay.
that you need to guess.
And I'm going to guess Sylvia Pink says him. Okay. So now I ask the spirits. Okay, so Psychic Sylvia Yellow asked the spirits if she got her man. She did? Way to go! Way to go! Okay, so Psychic Sylvia Pink now respectfully asked the spirits if she also got her man. Shoot. Okay. So what happens?
You go here.
Okay.
This.
Man, and I thought this one was super easy. Oh, okay.
It's tucked in there.
Well, I know who to pick for my second one. Okay. So using the same clues?
Yeah, you keep those because they still relate.
You're not knocking.
I know. But
Okay.
I'm doing my best here. Okay. Those can get discarded because they no longer matter to her.
Okay.
But those you can keep because you're still trying to get
Okay.
yours. Okay. And I'll have you take the clock down by 1.
Double O. I don't think I need that because I'm just setting it up here so that it's easier for anyone watching this to see what time it is.
Okay.
So I'm actually just going to slide these off.
Okay.
It is now 2 o'clock. Okay. Okay, so this is the... Wait, I thought she didn't get new ones.
She does.
Oh, she gets an additional one?
Yeah.
Okay. And I only get one clue for the next one?
It's the best I could do, given what I have in my hand.
Okay. Fair enough. So, Sylvia Pink has already picked her dude. And then now, my clue card is like this kind of spooky looking. There's like soldiers. There's a house in the background. Real ghosty. And we all know that the ghostiest part of the house is the attic. So that's where Sylvia Yellow is gonna go. Okay, so Psychic Sylvia Pink asks the spirits if she got her man. Thank you. Psychic Sylvia Yellow respectfully asks if the attic is the ghosty part of the house. Yes! That was a good clue. Okay, so now all of these are gonna move into the discard pile. Man, this game is fast.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to play a couple times. I'm gonna move the clock to 3 o'clock. So Sylvia Yellow is going to be choosing the murder tool. Sylvia Pink is going to be choosing the location. So if we were playing with 6 people plus like 7 people, then would we have 12 location? Like 12? Oh my gosh.
Or no. I forget how... It tells you how many based on number of players.
Okay.
It's not double, it's some number.
So it scales based on the number of players you have? Okay.
And difficulty.
Are we playing on easy?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that.
The instruction book says, like, look, if this is your first game, you really should play it on easy. Oof.
I'm gonna put the clock on Jeremy.
Time is meaningless to the ghost.
That's true, I guess.
Okay.
Locations. Okay, so let's do Sylvia Pink first with the location. I got a... Ooh, that's a very good clue right there. I got a beach scene. You can see you've got the ocean, you've got the shore, you've got the sand, you've got a little tic-tac-toe looking game here. You have a sword. Clearly this is the children's playroom. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna guess that is the pool because of the water. Maybe it was the children's playroom. Okay, so now as far as our weapon is concerned, we have an hourglass with a chicken with a like a soldier, what are those things called? Like the little metal.
A knight?
Yes. Is it Monday? And he's sitting in some sand. And he's holding a dandelion. Is Weird. That is weird. Hourglass. With a soldier. And a chicken. I'm gonna say the hammer because I would want to smash it. Wendy would want to smash it, and I told Psychic Sylvia Yellow that she also should smash it. Okay, so hello, Mr. Ghost. Psychic Sylvia Pink respectfully submits the pool as the location. Yes. Okay. Hello, spooky spirit. Psychic Sylvia Yellow submits the hammer as the weapon. Okay, I thought that might be a little bit of a stretch. Okay, so going into the 4 o'clock hour, both of our psychics are choosing a weapon. Look at this. Okay, I have a second guess for this one. Now that we know it's not the hammer. Too many fidget toys on this table right now. Oh, so you gave me lots more clues. Okay, so Psychic Sylvia Pink gets 1. There is a plate with like a sucker on it. There are antlers with mushrooms and a big dead bug in the back. That's pretty clearly the fork. Okay, so that leaves 2 for Psychic Sylvia Yellow. There are explorers. What? What in the heck? There are explorers in the wilderness with a sign and a rucksack. And that somehow translates into a stool. But this guy is sitting, so maybe that's for the stool. But they're in nature, so maybe that's what the clippers are for. Okay. Our next clue just really ties it all together.
You are definitely playing as the ghost next. Just so you can see how hard this is.
There is a gentleman on a bicycle over the town with some balloons. Carrying chimney sweep equipment. Okay. And then back to our original. The night. Okay. So I think I'm going to guess the stool because that was going to be my second guess for this. That the hourglass would be sitting on top of like a pedestal. And that this kid right here wishes they had a stool to sit on while they are in the wilderness. And this guy is also sitting. So I'm going to say they all tie together onto the stool. Okay. Psychic Sylvia Pink. Psychic Sylvia Pink respectfully asks if the plate was a clue for the fork. Good clue. Good clue. Okay, Psychic Sylvia Yellow asks if a flying bicyclist is a hint for a stool. Well, there can only be one left. Okay, so ticking to 5. So Sidekick Sylvia Pink is done.
Are you kidding me?
Sidekick Sylvia Pink is done. So what happens for her? She wins?
No, she's done. You can put her thing in there. She's good to go.
Okay.
If we were playing with more people, you would get to, based on how much time you have left, you get to add that to your clairvoyancy track.
Oh, okay.
And you could continue to guess on other people's.
Okay. Well, Sylvia Yellow only has one left.
Sure. Would you like another clue that I wish I had 2 turns ago?
Do you not get them all at the same time?
No, honey.
Oh!
No. That's the problem.
Okay!
This is what these cards are like, and I only get 7 of them, and I have to choose.
Okay. You know what, Jeremy? If you had not just shared that information with me and you handed me this as the 4th card, we would be having a very strongly worded conversation off stream. But I'm glad to know that you didn't just get this one, which makes obviously using the process of elimination, we already knew where it was supposed to go. But that was a really good clue as well. Okay, so, Psychic Sylvia Yellow respectfully, kind of disrespectfully asks if it is the Snippers. Okay. I need you now that you are in your ethereal form to explain to me how bicycle...
Look.
Because you could cut those and then they would fall to the earth.
Because he had a bunch of tools, right? He had a bunch of tools. There could be shares in there. Again, I was grasping here.
Talk to me about this one.
You ignored the fact that there's a sharp implement right there.
And also there's flowers.
Yeah, and it kind of matched the color a little bit.
A sharp implement. And was this just because of the green?
It was greenish.
Okay. Yeah, see, here's the difference between Jeremy's thought processes and my thought processes. Jeremy is a creative, he's an artist, brilliant. He is the...
I just want you to see what I was working with.
Mass example, yeah, that's bad.
These are the other things I could have handed you.
That's bad. Nobody can see these, so I'm gonna just share them here.
To indicate a pair of shears.
Yes, you made the right choice. I am very left-brained. Jeremy is extremely right-brained, so sometimes when we have to communicate, it gets a little sketchy.
I think we did pretty good.
I think we did. We have very good communication skills. We should consider marriage.
But we are not done yet.
Oh, we're not done yet?
No, we are not.
So I need to go ahead and flip it to 6 o'clock?
You can. It doesn't matter. The clock doesn't matter anymore.
Whatever this is, we got one move to get it done.
Okay, so we're going to take... First of all, if you will take each of their 3 cards and put them over their respective markers here.
Okay.
And you can keep them with you.
Oh, okay.
Now we're going to flip these over. It's number 1. It's number 2. And we've got...
Who does number 2 work for?
A 4 and a 6.
Okay.
And so it's going to be 4. It's going to be 6.
Yikes.
And their respective items. Okay. So now you have 4 choices, and you're going to have to guess, okay, who is the murderer? This is the final choice of the murderer, the place, and the object. And I have to give you three cards.
So
to identify this.
Is it like one group?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
1 card tabbed for the person, 1 card for the place, 1 card for the item.
Okay, so we've got at number 6 this kind of Irish-looking groundsman, maybe a golfer or a hunter, sitting on a porch with a barbell. We have this woman. She looks like a cook in a hunter's lodge room with a typewriter. Ooh. And then we have the magician at the pool with a fork, and the cop in the attic with some cleaning shears. Cleaning shears? What even is that? With things that you would use to cut sunflowers with. Cleaning shears. Alright, so this one's for all the bacon.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, God.
We got this. We got this. Okay. Do. Okay. So our first clue is this rather warm castle. You can see like the turret in the back. There's some birds on there. There's a little gate. It's quite lovely, actually. Makes me kind of want to go on vacation. You've got the next one is kind of dark. You've got a blackbird sitting on top of like a potion shop. Okay. On a snowy day. And then the third one, we've got very naturey. We've got a wolf out in the woods and a sword in the foreground down here. You might not be able to see. Well, I think that it's quite clear that it's him. That is number 6. If it's not number 6, it's number 4, but I am 100% sure it's number 6. So I respectfully ask the spirits if it is number 6. Okay, just kidding. I respectfully ask the spirits if it's number 4. Okay. Okay. I'll tell you. I will tell you the bird, because the bird is what made me so sure.
Beak quill was what I was going for there.
See, I thought it was, because it's like snowy and because there's birds there. And then birds there.
Yeah, I know. Most of my cards had birds on them.
Yeah, well, we like birds. You just put a little bird on it, and you have a nice card. Yeah. That's good. Okay. That took 40 minutes. I think it's fun. I want to do this. So the next time we play, I'll be the ghost. I'll be the ghost who talks, though, because without talking. What did you think?
I think it's really neat. And like I said, it's fairly simple. Like, again,
it is fairly simple.
I think it's simple enough that it can be one of those crossover games for people that don't normally play board games. I think they would have fun with this too.
Yes. Yes. This is definitely something we could pull out on like a fall, like just happy hour night with our friends over a bowl of chili and some grilled cheese and a beer maybe. Like, I think that we could get our non-board game friends to play this board game with us because it moves fast. It's fun. It's funny. You can make ugly comments to each other. Sorry.
Well, it can't help but be funny because this is the genius move. Is these clue cards that you can give as a ghost are all very dreamlike, which is thematic, but also leads to just nonsense. I mean, there are times when you have a hand of cards and you're like, how on earth am I supposed to translate this into whatever is in front of me?
This is a boat with a lion on it.
Yeah.
Was trying to show it to the upper camera that I literally just turned off. A boat with a lion on it. Very helpful. Very helpful. Very helpful. I clearly know that's the magician. Actually, I probably would have guessed the magician with that one because circus.
Sure.
Anyway. Okay, so first time playing this. And I would like to play it again. Maybe play it with another player too. Although I would not want to play this game without the timer with someone who does not make snappy decisions.
Sure. I also feel like this is a game that probably, as much fun as this was, I think it's probably stronger the more people you have.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, like, we're playing, I feel, a very dumbed down version of this game with more people. And then especially because you'll have more choices on the board that you're having to choose between. And, I mean, I definitely feel like this is one that is better with, like, 4, 5, or 6. Yeah. Okay. Perhaps we will have to bring this out soon at happy hour.
Okay.
In the meantime, if you liked this, if you want to see more of the content that we are making, make sure you have clicked that subscribe button. That way you never miss out when we have new stuff coming out. Also, make sure you've gone to our website, elevation.games, and sign up for our newsletter.
Yep, you'll get a free game when you do that too. And we will be coming back here pretty soon with some more spooky stuff as we close out spooky season.
All right. In the meantime, we will see you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
See you later.